Hello, I'm Mark Pickett, speaking to you from Wales in the UK. I got to know about the Lausanne movement when I first went to Asia to work in ministry there in South Asia many years ago. And I guess when I think about Lausanne, the thing that most stands out in my mind was that initial congress and the importance of the contributions of people like John Stott, Samuel Escobar, Rene Padilla, and Ralph Winter. But probably the contributor who's made the most impact and the most influence on my life was Francis Schaeffer. Now, Francis and Edith Schaeffer were American post-war missionaries to Europe and developed a very significant ministry, especially among young people, inviting them to their home there in Switzerland and seeking to give them honest answers to honest questions in order to lead them to Christ. And Schaeffer then was one of the main contributors there in the plenary sessions at Lausanne. And his talk there, which is published as Two Contents, Two Realities, is really well worth reading. If you haven't read it, please try and get hold of it to read. It's in volume 3 of Francis Schaeffer's complete works, which I hope you can get hold of. But it's also published separately. And as I reread that, I was struck by two things. One, how so influential that talk has been on my life and right throughout my ministry. And two, how relevant that message is half a century later. Now, Schaeffer's conviction then, in the four things that he shares in that talk, the four convictions that he has, is that these things are absolutely necessary if we as Christians are going to meet the need of our age. And I just want to highlight two of those points. And the first is this: sound doctrine, the importance of believing and practicing the truth. And nowhere is practicing the truth more important, says Schaeffer, than in the area of what he calls religious cooperation, what we're trying to do in Lausanne. Now, if the gospel is really eternal truth, then anyone who does not agree with that, the content of that truth, cannot cooperate with us in the area of evangelism. They really have a different message. And because of that, then, if we act in a different way as if they do have the same message as us, then we are destroying the practice of truth and we lose our credibility. That's his first point, which I think is really profound. The last point that he makes is on the beauty of human relationships. And really he's talking there about the importance of love in the community of God's people. Relationships then between Bible-believing Christ followers must be characterized by beauty. If those relationships are not characterized by beauty, we are destroying the truth we proclaim. And we cannot expect anyone to take us seriously. And my conviction is that these things are as true now as they were when they were first spoken half a century ago. And that's why they have such a profound influence on my life. And my prayer is that these convictions would also shape the way that we interact in Budapest. Thank you.